Hello? Are we back? Is everything working? Oh, thank goodness. Fuck. Everything just crashed for a minute there. Literally everything. I couldn't use Google. I couldn't use anything. Fuck happened, man? Make sure everything's working. Alright, we are back from the crash. Actually, wait, what am I doing? I could just look it up. Zolger Mountains. Yeah, go. Alright, yeah, okay, what I was saying, the Zolgar Mountains are part of the Fire Plains, which are the region of Ashkay surrounding the Brimstone Gate, which is the gate that connects it to the All Points. Which, it's great because a lot of these, we wouldn't see this otherwise, since it's mostly centered around the Great Parch. I almost said Blackstone Parch, we'll get to that in a bit. Alright, I'm keeping a good eye on it. On fucking OBS to make sure it doesn't hit itself again. Let me go back to where I was on my list here. Alright, yeah. But like, we wouldn't have gotten that of Ashkay, but here. If I go to my maps of Ashkay, category Realm of Ashkay, blah blah, Ashkay maps. Yeah, alright, let me tell you all the maps of Ashkay. And I don't even know if that's... Actually, fuck it, Pronunciation. Akshi. Akshi. Akshay. SK, SK, Azur, Sayash, Charman, Shaman, Hayesh, Ashkesh, Akishi, Ashke, Gyren, Gur, Ug. Yeah, it's Ashke. Okay. But like, we have maps of the city of Brightspear, we have maps of the Hammerhall Ashkay, what is this? Fucking 6 different maps of the Great Parch. We have maps of Orb Infinita. We have maps of the Taramo Archipelago, which is part of the Ashlands, which are not part of the Great Parch. We have maps of Orb Infinita, which is a lot of maps. Also, we have maps of the Flame Worlds. So yeah, we have a lot of maps of Ashkay. It is the most mapped out realm, and it's the main focus for that video. But, as I was saying, the Realm Gate War also showed me that there are quite a few maps of Gyren. Gyren already had a few maps of just the realm around Everspring Parch. Wait. Oh shit. It's shitting itself again. Okay, it's back to normal. Alright, but there's a lot of Gyren that we don't normally see. For example, we get to see some things like, I don't know, the lair of the Jabberslaves. Here be Toad Dragons, the Grove of Blighted Lantern, Greenlow Great, Lake, stuff that we wouldn't normally see. We also see areas around the, Realm Gates, the main focus of the Realm Gate War, which we only have actual maps, I think, of 4. We don't have Olge. I know we have Shayash's map. We have Gyron's map with, but like, we have Gyron's map. We have Chamon's map. Mon, fucking Realm of Metal. I'm gonna keep calling it the Realm of Metal, or just Metal Realm, or the Realm of Gelt, because I call it that too. Because Elf is our Gelt is the goat. But yeah, we have the O's. But we also, for this, we have a lot of area around where that gate is, plus just outside of the evergreen swaths for Gyron. Gyron is the second most mapped realm. It's the second most mapped realm. Out of all the third is a close tie, really, actually, between Gur and Shaman. But I think I'd have to give it to Gur with the most recent Broken Realms, with the 3rd edition Broken Realms. That, being the third most. It's a clear that, since a lot of the factions focus on the city of Hammerhell, which is in Gyron, and, which is in Gyron and Ashkay, and that the 4th edition focuses on the Dawnbringer Crusades, which are focused out of Gyron and Ashkay. We know a lot more about these places than anywhere else in the Mortal Realms. These are the two most realms. But those are out of 8, the top 2, but what are the bottom 2? Now for bottom 2, for landmass shown, for how much of the realm is shown, it would have to be Gur, which is said to be the biggest of the Mortal Realms, and yet we only have a small part of it. It would be second most, and for least amount of landmass, it would be Ulg, or Ulg. Olga? Fuck. The Realm of Shadows. I'm pretty sure they have a pronunciation guide. Actually, that might help. Let me double check. Yeah, Cosmos Arcanum. Does it say how to pronounce Ashkay? I'm gonna keep calling it Ashkay anyway. I mean, its symbol is the key of secrets, so I think Ashkay or Ashkey might actually be even closer. Is there a way to pronounce Chamon? Come on. Yeah, but the least is Ulga. Ulg. The realm of Ulgu. Yeah, but the realm of shadow is Ulga. It would be the least amount mapped just on both detail and in landmass. We only have really Morathi's realm mapped there in a tiny, and I mean tiny bit of one of the 13 domains that we know of there. We don't even know if, like, in High Ash, these 13 domains are the entire realm. We only know there are 13 domains, and they're Morathi's realm, which is in one of those domains. And Morathi's remember, is very, very small. Whenever we had it mapped, it was only around Hagnar and wherever she had it, which was a tiny, tiny bit within Malorian's realm. Like, out of the Shadar Converge. Yeah, it is the the entirety of Morathi's stuff is located, I'm pretty sure, in the Umbral Vale, right? Yeah, the Umbral Vale, which is where all of it is located, which is in the Shadark Conference, which it's the meeting point. Which is the meeting point of the 13 domains. So we know the tips of the 13 domains where they all touch. We know we know what's there, and we know of Marathi's little islands near it. Other than that, we know almost nothing. In it, I mean, in lore we know a bit, but in maps we know almost nothing. But I have been working on mapping out like some of this shit myself and whatever. But like, we don't have maps of the 13 domains. I mean, I will literally look it up right now. Like, I could go to fucking even third-party sites don't have them. Like, maps of AOS. A map I made. Yeah, there are two maps of Olg I can find that aren't of the realm from those Mortal Realm maps, which is the Harrow Deep, which is an Umbral Vale which also includes Hagnar, and it was imported in the Broken Realms campaign, and then the Shaddark Converge, which, remember, the Umbral Vale is a small part of the Shaddark Converge, which is the meeting point of the 13 domains. I mean, and that's all we know. But it makes sense. Unlike the other realms, which are like, I want to know more, I feel like we shouldn't actually know too much more about Olga. It's the realm of shadows. It's the realm of mystery. The entire reason it's even like survived against chaos is that their entire thing is that they're mysterious. They control the shadows. They are hiding. They are hiding in and out of the shadows. They are moving everywhere. They are everywhere and they are nowhere. Nothing is concrete there. Outside of a few places, I genuinely believe Olg should not be explored that much farther. Now, I believe we should explore Malorion and characters in Olg farther, but never give us a concrete map of the 13 domains like they did with Hayash. Where they gave us... Sorry. Where they gave us a map of all 10 of the land masses that make up the entirety of the realm. I'd say, unlike that, just don't. Simply do not. Oh, also we have for Ashk, we have an even more zoomed in map of the Crucible of Life and Invengard, thanks to the Broken Realms books, which, if you don't know, Broken Realm was the 3rd edition going into 4th edition campaign, right? Wait, was it? Wait. Double check. I'm double checking. I'm not good with additions, okay? Please load. Please don't cut out again, internet. That'd be annoying. Yeah. Alright. Not battle tomes. Not tome celestials. Oh, I do want to find those. General handbooks. Campaign books. Yeah, for the first into the second, it was the Realm Gate Wars. Yeah, first edition into second edition, it was the Realm Gate Wars with the first one being Quest for Galmaraz, which is the Warhammer, if you don't know. Literally, the Warhammer. The Balance of Power, God Beast, and Allgate. Plus, it has Malign Portrait. And second edition to third edition is Broken Realms, just the Broken Realms to Marathi, then Teclis, then Be'lakor, and then Kragnos. Then fourth edition and the third edition into fourth edition is Dawnbringers, which is, I just had them in addition outwards. Then we don't really know the what into 5th edition would be, since that seems to be a bit out. I mean, uh 4th edition is still having a lot of stuff released, and it only started in 24. And granted, the average age of AOS an AOS thing, it'll be at least till like 27 till we get a new one. Since, okay, let me tell you this. 1st edition and lasted from 15 to 18, 3 years. 2nd edition in 18 to 21, 3 years. 3rd edition, 21 to 24, 3 years. So 24, it'd be 27 till we get a 5th edition. So we so we probably won't be getting another big campaign book with a lot of maps for a while. So this will be a pretty definitive one, for a pretty good one, for about 2 years. This is right after the big Skaven Tide. Though I can't get my hands on any of the Dawnbringer books. God damn, those are so hard to find. But like 4th edition, I mean, it's going really well. There are some e-battle tone. Not that. There is one campaign though for it currently. Path to Glory, Ravaged Coast. It's the first narrative expansion released for 4th edition Age of Sigmar. Stage on the Ravaged Coast in Ashkay. If you don't know where the Ravaged Coast is, let me find it. Actually, I'm not even sure where it is. Ravaged Coast. What the Sigmar? Ravage. Where is it on that map? That's Ravaged Coast, part of Great Part of the Library. Okay. Yeah, it's the eastern part of Ashkay. It's a thing into the eastern part of Ashkay, with the Eastlands after, which is after the Vermintide, where the Gnar came to be. And it starting the flanks of the Adamant Chain, but progressing into the shoreline, the average goes, ending with a raid on Hell's Claw, the strong point, including battles within Brazen Skull Volcanoes, Hell Crown, and Flotilla Scramble. Wait, I actually don't remember that name. Is that Vassals of Fleet that's trying to escape the Vermintide. Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom. It may not seem like I've been on long, but I've been on for almost an hour now, because fucking long. Ashkay also has the funny thing of not only being the most mapped out in detail, but also having the most changes between maps. Now, it's not because of inconsistent mapping, it's because it has the most changes just in lore. Because the big one being the Vermindoom, whenever it fucking blew up. Let me give you a let me show you one from before and after. Let me show you the before and after. Save image as... Save. Alright, image. Oh goddamn, that's... But you see that part right there. You see that big area right there? That is before the Vermindoom. Now, I will show you what it looks like after. Go to Ashkay Maps. This is gonna have to be the entire realm of Ashkay, since there isn't a smaller map for it yet that I can find, or that is easily accessible and not and that wouldn't get me executed from Games Workshop for showing it to you all right now. Like, say if it's for a new battle tome or something. I'm not saying there is one, because there isn't that I know of. But like, you see that giant fucked up area to the side? That there, all that there, that was what that was before. You see the difference? There used to be that's what the Skaven did. That's the Great Parch. No, and also Anvilgard was lost to Morathi Kane, who, oh wait, have I explained the gods? Oh, I probably should do a video about that. I'll add that to the list. God damn, I have so much shit on AOS I need to talk about. I just love talking about AOS. I find it just so much more fulfilling than talking about 40k, really. But like, because I just find the lore so much more interesting here. But I should do one on the gods of AOS. I should definitely do that. I'm writing that down right now. Alright, there. Been written down. Yeah, I should do one, but I'm doing mapping the mortal realms, which we have a lot of images of like what the realms look like, but we have a lot of maps of these areas of the realms, but only High Ash has the entire realm, and it's because of one main reason that they said these places are near infinite. It is because the writers with fantasy kept running into one big problem where the places they could write stuff had so much lore and were already completely mapped out, where so much of the map was mapped out that it was just hard to add new stuff or to give a reason for this faction to be here, since we know this area is firmly under this faction's like hand outside the Beast of Chaos, since they're fucking it. Even though there are like chunks of the fantasy world that was unexplored. A lot of the main parts where anytime they try to do something, they had to come up with a reason for something to be there. Mortal Realms, it's much easier since it's nearly infinite and you can just say, hey, these people were here. That easy. But yeah, I'm gonna go over all the changes. Okay, let me go over, I'm just gonna tell you since I don't want that map taking up the entire screen again. All the changes that I've noticed from the before and after the Vermin Dude. First off, Anvilgard was taken over by Morathi Kane and turned into Hakuron. Secondly, Embergard was founded and subsequently destroyed by the Vermin Dude. Trucebreak, a much smaller Sigmarite strong point, was founded in the Dawnbreaker Crusades and also ruined. On the map, we had things we knew about before, but there are added stuff within the Settled Lands, which is about half beastmen and half human. Like, well, not human, but you know, like forces of order. The Settled Lands is there are so many Sigmarite strongpoints in the Settled Lands, and granted, here's how I've calculated things. First off, let me tell you some facts. The Kindling Forest, this one forest in Ashkay, right here, that's on that bridge. It is said that it takes weeks to traverse it all. On foot, obviously. But, like, we know, and it's said, like, with stuff like Hammerhell, you can walk through the streets for months and still not find everything. Which is true for a lot of real-life cities, but you don't really expect that in, fantasy settings, do you? Really, you expect a lot smaller areas than fantasy settings. But, like, yeah. But like, let me tell you about Hammerhell here. Like, let me see the size. Yeah, it's a bustling metropolis. It's harsh, yeah. City, great rifts in the earth. These chasms, yeah, blah 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 blah. Anything about the size here, like the actual like full on size? There's probably not. Like, there's never gonna be a definitive size for anything. Okay, because Warhammer is, well, not Warhammer, but Games Workshop is infamously bad with numbers. Now it's much better in AOS and in fantasy, but in 40k, definitely worse. Yeah. Okay, do we know how big? Okay, let me find an example of one of the Adamir Rift. Yeah, one of the Great Caverns. Wait, do we know how large districts are? Yeah, Hammer contains a substantial number of suburbs and contains that are used for. Again, many are packed to the outmost walls of the Twin Tail City. Yeah, extensive sewer system extending across from the old city to its heart as a section of bulwarks such as the clan. Both halves have a lot of stuff. They have a bunch of businesses. Like, we know they have, like, they are so big and so old. They have old cities. Like, uh, what's some cities have, like, you know, like old Tokyo, or like old Kyoto. Like, cities have like older stuff. Oh, there, I found it. Yeah, there, I found my map. Alright, let me pull up the map of Hammerhell Ashkay. This is not the full map, this is part of it. Remember, this is a part of the city, not the full city, part of the city, that is half the city because it's only the Ashkay part. You see that? Where it continues, there's more. But, you see right where that border is? Fuck, I just messed up. Where it says Cinderfell District right there? That one district, is about close to how many people? A substantial amount. See how little that actually is on the thing? I'd say it's good to, it'd be home to what? A good 100, maybe 1,000 people? Maybe 10,000 even. Probably 10,000 actually. Also, here's something crazy. The Acadia Marcher forms the entire district of the city. The sector has been transformed into training grounds and barracks. Crazy, right? As you can see here, that the size of a district right there was Cinderfall District. That one of those things which I know there's a more zoomed in map of Cinderfall around here. Ashk map. Okay. Okay, we're back. That fucking crashed it. But you see this? This is the Cinderfall District. Now, I will count real quick how many houses are in Cinderfall District or businesses. Remember, in Sigmar, a lot of people... Okay, there's one massive area with one big house, but that is a lord's house. So that is obviously, you know, a lot less. But here, let me count in the housing district. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 80, 89, 100, 110, 130, 40, 50, 70, 220. Alright, 220, and I've given up counting halfway through, but at least 220 homes. And most homes aren't single homes. They are these massive homes with a lot of people, as generations are very important, including they have a dwarven hold in the Cinderfell district. They have a dwarven area, and dwarves are known for venerating their ancestors and sticking together. So that one small district probably holds at least 1,000 people. Okay, and I'm just trying to give you a scale of how big AOS actually is, since it's near infinite, like literally. But that one area has about, I'd say, 2,000 people, minimum. Probably more, but I'd say 2,000 people minimum on that one district. There's probably, actually, is there anything that says anything about how many people? Ashlands district. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's a section that says the people of Hammerhill. That might be society. Yeah, size and diversity. Darkling covers thrive in their grim quarters in the city. Wanderers live in nomadic caverns and tree top camps in the gigantic island. The industrial experts of the disposed vile for the constantly expanding city. Due to the constant expansive regions of the city are swift to rise and fall in prominence, with formerly vital trading posts fading into insignificance. The vast population of elves, dwarves, and humans, elves, Durden, and humans have caused a housing crisis and widespread inequality, with the noble quarters such as Gleam Firehouse, Gold Path, the Garden Wall, Sanctuary, and the Envy of the Realms. Millions more citizens live in crime slums such as the Cinderfall district. Millions more. Remember, this is a fantasy setting, but millions. And it gives 3 districts. It says we're millions more crime-ridden slums. We have no idea how many live in the training grounds. We have some districts where all we know is that they're districts, like the Ashhand Burrows. Like places like the Ashland district. Or the Blackgate district. They have to keep lava from rolling into their town, which is actually kind of funny. Also, we know way too much about Hammerhell, but that's a video for another year. Like, literally. Video for another year, because even in my video on the cities of Sigmar one, it is supposed to be about like a quarter of the video, like a fourth, is going to be on Hammerhall itself, and it's going to be touching the surface. Mostly because we know the most about Hammerhall out of any city, and it's going to be and since it's the capital city of 2 of the realms. And since I'm mostly going to be covering capital cities of the realms to show you how people live in these big cities in these realms and what's the differences between realms, like people's lives, their quality, what they do, it has a good amount on Hammerhell. But like, that's not even scratching the surface, because like we know stuff like the chapel. Yo, hi. That's not even scratching the surface of what we know about Hammerhell. I'll give you a quick example. The wiki, which is a stub, which is not complete. It's a wiki. It is not 100%. It is what... when was the last time this wiki was even updated? I can actually see that. Last edited it back in July. It's over 29,000 words. Okay? Not counting sources as words, because they do cite their sources. Over 29,000 words. We know that much about Hammerhell. So much. And most of that is on Hammerhell Ashkay. We actually don't know quite as much about Gyron, since the Soulbound AOS RPG is set, has multiple settings set into. We have Shadow over Hammerhell, which is a lore book, which is a campaign book, which has lore in it, which which the maps of Hammerhell come from, and we know a lot about it from the Soulbound RPG, which takes place a lot of it in the, at least the original of it, in the realm of Ashkay, dealing with mostly Brightspear, but also Anvil Guard and Hammerhell, dealing with a lot of this. And we know a ton about Hammerhell, though we don't know the specifics. We know at least 10 different taverns in Hammerhell. Like, we know way too much about it, to be honest. It has some more lore than real cities. Probably. Hell, and we're constantly getting more. I mean, we literally have fucking coupons from that city. I've gone on this rant before. My day is going good. I know. Day's going good. Sorry, for some reason that didn't load on my Twitch. For some reason I couldn't. Your chat. Huh, that's weird. That's strange. It should show me. I looked over my OBS to see if my settings and I could see it, but I couldn't see it on my Twitch. That is strange. Huh. Huh, did I freak that? That is strange. That never seen that happen before. Yeah, but my day's going good. How about you? Okay, anyway, back to this. We know a lot about Emerald. We know what guild. We know guilds. We know. We have images of coupons of them. There was a series called the Hammerheld Herald, which was an in-universe, not out of universe, not somebody writing from out of universe. It was an in-universe newspaper where we had a lot of different scripts from it. We had a lot of ads from it for places in Hammerhell. We had places from the Azurite places from in Azur. So yeah, we have a lot on Hammerhell. It is the biggest outside of Azuraim itself. It is the biggest city in AOS, and it's their main area for the mortal realm, for the lower realms as they call them. The one that isn't, the literal realm of heaven as it's called. Ah. Yeah, but like Cinderfall, blah 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 blah. But Blaze and Row Spice Guilds, they have Spice Guilds. Like it's fucking Dune, which actually Warhammer does take a lot. Good two things. No problem. Uh, Warhammer does take a lot from Dune, especially mostly in 40k, but it does still do it, especially in AOS, because Dune was the big inspiration for 40, with like their God Emperor, for example. That's stolen almost directly from Dune. A lot of their races are very much Dune. Hell, they even have giant worms in AOS. Literally, they have things called worm cities. They have cities they built on these giant roaming worms, and sure, they're called world worms. They're not sandworms, but still, they're giant worms. Like, yeah. Yeah, mostly, like, Hammerhell also has multiple embassies from other races, such as the Cardon Overlords, which are the Sky Durden, the Sky Dwarfs. I'm just gonna start calling them. I don't care if Games Workshop wants to call them Durden because of copyright. I'm calling them dwarves still. I can't stop calling elves elves since it's just one letter more, but I can't call them Durden. It just sounds wrong. But like the Karkadon overlords have a great relationship with Hammerell, having giant towers to trade with them, with their skyports, with their skyships for Aether Gold. Their Hammerhell has a great relationship with Edessa and Berta because they are located on the Great Parch Road, which have a lot of trading. They are allied with the Vostage Mont, which is Vostage Lodge, which is the biggest. It's the biggest Fireslayer lodge. It is located on Vostage Mont, and it has its own like Sigmar city it uses for trading. Because if you don't know, the Fireslayers don't allow non-Fireslayers usually into their lodge. They'll allow Durden, other dwarves in, but they won't allow humans usually because they find it wrong. But yeah, there are also, but like for example, like we know. Oh, as I was saying, we know a lot about what a city looks like due to this. We know that they have a lot of normal businesses, like we do in real life. They have taverns, they have shops, they have a few weirder businesses that we don't have in real life. That we had in real life, we don't have anymore. Like, like sword shops, shield shops. They have magic shops. They have magic colleges. They have most city. While Hammerhell is a special one, having 4 different Stormkeep, most even small strong points have at least a small Stormkeep, where like 1 or 2 Stormcast Eternals will stay at all times to make sure at all times where there isn't like a massive invasion or a massive defense going on, where they'll stay to defend the city. There'll always be 1 or 2 Stormcast Eternals on beck and call for even the small strong point. And even if that's every working man in the cities, strong points are usually made of the Reclaimed, which is what they call people who lived in the lower realms, aka outside of Azure, before they came back to the before. People who lived and stayed in the lower realms during the Age of Chaos, whenever Sigmar and as many people as he could get fled to Azure. Those are the Reclaimed. They make up mostly the Reclaimed to make up strong points, while the nobility of places like Hammerhell are made up of Azurites, people from Azure, or people who ran to Azure during the beginning of the Age of Chaos and end of the Age of Myth. Well, descendants of them at least. But yeah, but the mostly strong points are made up Reclaimed, and all Reclaimed are warriors. Every single person Reclaimed know how to fire a gun. They know how to swing it. They will know how to swing a sword. They might not be good at it, but they know how to do it decently. They'll know how to do it good enough to cut down a rat man before they die. But but they will often. But in strong points, you still need people to man the crops. You still need people to make stuff. Usually they'll have dwarfs there to make stuff, but you'll still need people to do manual labor. And so they took the soldiers to it, the people who fought to get the strong point there. But so even if you can get past like the 1 or 2 Stormcast Eternals there, you'll have free guilders coming to the strong point's aid. And every single citizen of a strong point knows how to fight. And strong points, they aren't small. They are now free cities sound small for being a city, but they have millions in them. And remember, this is a fantasy setting. this because this is a fantasy setting, millions is actually pretty rare. These strong points usually have a few hundreds to a few thousands, while the free cities have millions in them in just the lower districts, not even counting the higher districts. With Hammerhell, while it being the biggest, that said it has millions in the lower districts, and that was just an Ashk. Now, say millions. If we go on the low route, 2 million, okay? It'd probably just say a couple million on Warhammer, but 2 million. Take it lowest route, 2 million on just, and it mentioned 3 districts. We know of at least 18 districts. Say it's the same for every 3 in Ashk at least. Say it's the same thing for every 3 districts. There is 2 million. That would be 6 times 2, would be what? That'd be 12 million. And then double that for Gyron, 24 million. At a minimum, with just counting what we know. And there are much more districts than we know of, since there's a lot of the map that is not placed, and not all districts have the same population, obviously. I mean, hell, even districts have, like, the Cinderfall district has a warehouse district in it. Districts have districts in them, that's how big they are. But, like, even on the full map of Ashk, there is a ton of just empty land that we don't know anything about. But we see houses there, we see places there, but we just don't know much, we know almost nothing about what's there. But from what you can see here, these streets are really full. And the streets are really full, there are tons of them, and there are cog forts constantly moving around and cleansing lands around Hammerhell of Chaos, constantly building up walls and expanding the city. The city of Hammerhell is always being expanded at all times, because they just have so many people. It's kind of like Tokyo is if you want a real life example, where they're constantly expanding because how many people are either A, moving, or 2, being born there. But the difference is that this city has dwarves and elves, but yeah. But they're constantly being expanded, and they have a ton of people. So that is a low ball. 24 million people is a low ball. As I said, we know of 18 districts that I can name in Ashk. We're saying all those districts have the same, where every 3 is 2 million, which is already a low ball of the millions of the 3 districts we said. So it's a low ball of a low ball of a low ball. So, yeah. Oh yeah, also fun fact, in Hammerhall Ashk, it is actually illegal to build your house out of wood because of the lava rivers flowing through the city. I mean, it's not called the Realm of Fire for nothing. I mean, they live pretty close to the biggest, I mean, not that close, but like kind of close to Vostedgemont, where the Fire Slayers are, but where also the biggest volcano in all of Ashk is. So they have lava river. They have 2 main environmental hazards there. They have lava rivers, which, I mean, I think you can understand why that's dangerous. They're rivers of lava going through the city. Though they are contained, you won't burn alive by being near it. They have things like to contain the heat. But like, yeah, you see why they can't build out of wood. But also, they have the rifts, which are these giant, like, think of the Mariana Trench, but on land. Or actually, no, better example, think of the Grand Canyon. That's what these places are. They go real deep into the earth. But people live down there. Mostly dwarves, but some humans too. They live down there. And it constantly expanding, getting deeper too. But like, we do know there are quite a bit of exotic places. Uh, there are places like the House of Glass. It's a ton of greenhouses in the Ember Flats, which is one of the districts of Ashkay. It has a diversity of plants from all the realms, and artifacts of Cyclestone. There are places like Forgehaven, which is the Sailors District. Which, yeah, it's which. No, it does not. It's not boats. It's not actual. Mostly, it has some boats. Said some boats are for the lava rivers, since you can also, yeah. But mostly it's flying boats. But it's between the Rift Market of the Cinderfall District and the Black Iron Rot, though it is a Rift Dock District rather than an oceanic one. As I said, it smells of fish. It's a Rift Dock, which means it goes two ways. It goes up and down. It has ships that bring you up into the sky so you can get out of there, as ships or crawlers that will bring you down to the rift so you can go mining. Laying on the outer, both flying it smells of fish. Both the flying kind caught in the rift and the seafaring ones imported from the distant oceans. It's a jumble of houses with mended fishing nets hung outside, boarding houses, brothels, and taverns. And the outer edge of Forge Haven, the street near the ferry, a residential street inhabited by many captains who cannot afford their own trips, make enough to own their own homes rather than rent. And other residents have flags made their own. As I said, it says a number, but we know usually a number is a lot. And I will be right back. I'm going to use the restroom. You all can listen to music. I will be right back. Alright. But one thing we know about Hammerell compared to other cities is it has a higher population of dwarves than average. Mostly because one, the Ashkay is one of the two realms of the dwarves. The main, well, they're in all realms, but one of the two main ones, which is Charmon, which is the realm of metal, which dwarves, and Ashkay, the realm of fire, where actually the first holds of the Fire Slayers were in the Salamander's Spine, but they were mostly abandoned. Like, multiple lodges are around here of the Fire Slayers. There are multiple disposed cracks. They have Karak, which means actually mountain. It's mountain city. So a Karak is a mountain city. That is what it means in Kalizid, which is actually the Dwarven language. Fun fact. Yeah, but we know that they have an higher than normal amount of dwarves due to being in one of the Dwarven homelands, being near one of the Dwarven homelands, and having multiple rifts for mining. They have a lot of the Ironforged dwarves, which are the dwarves who make stuff, who worship Grungi. And they are a lot of makers. They make a lot of stuff like cog forts, the walking forts of cogs that it constantly are expanding the city. But yeah, they have and due to the rifts, they have a lot of dwarves, and dwarves obviously like mining. The dwarves. So they have a lot of dwarf miners down in the rifts, mining out Romestone, which is Emperor Stone because it's Ashkay's Romestone. So on the Gyron side, they actually have a somewhat sizable Sylvaneth population, which is actually very, very rare for cities of Sigmar. Sylvaneth usually stay to themselves in the woods. But yeah, and I mean, there are tons of parts of Ashkay we know nothing about, like the giant cauldron, just called the cauldron. There's a giant cauldron there. We know nothing about it. It's just there. But that one map I showed you of Ashkay is not even all of it. There is more. But from what we saw, I'd wager to guess, granted the size of Cinderfall District, if I were to put that over all of Ashkay, there would be about, I don't know, 5 to 800 different districts if they were all the exact same size. So granted that, and granted that we know that 3 districts have a population of at a minimum 2 million, I want you just to think how big this fantasy setting city is. Remember, this is a fantasy setting. Stuff isn't that much farther than the medieval times. They're in like early Renaissance with early tanks like Da Vinci's kind, like his kind of tanks he was thinking. Yeah, but like there are places we know like this, but like Hammerell is a normal city where people live. All kinds of people live. There are scholars there. There are musicians. Hell, we even know of a store that sells music. Zimmerman's Musical Emporium, stone that sells musical instruments, owned by obviously Zimmerman. But like we know a lot about Hammerhell, and it is the most we have to look into any city. But other cities, such as Misthaven and Olg, we know have some special things about them. Like Misthaven and Olg is actually not a city, but rather a fleet of ships. It's hundreds of ships together that have tied together and become a city, and the districts of it are actually platoons or fleets, which are each ruled over by a captain or a Scourge fleet pirate master. Meaning the city can also, if it needs be, can split up at any time and regroup in other places of the ocean. Which is especially helpful against the Ideneth, which, constantly raid cities for souls. But yeah. But, I mean, Hammerall, always expanding, biggest city, so obviously, and it's, I mean, we know more about it than we do about Azerheim, which is supposed to be the biggest city in the realms and the most important. Yeah, we hear about it a lot, but we know almost nothing of what's in it. We hear like, oh, this person's in Azerite, oh, this person came from Azerheim, but we know almost nothing about what's actually there. Other than that, it's the capital of the realms. It's the capital of Sigmar's empire. Almost nothing other than that. Yeah. And I mean, hell, there are also, uh, there are, every faction that is part of Cities of Sigmar have at least a part of the city in. I mean, there's a forest district in Ashkay, remember, the Realm of Fire. I know. Weird. that house the Wanderers, which, if you don't know, they're the elves. They're the elves that abandoned the Sylvaneth during the Age of Chaos and ran to Azure, which Ilariel forever has a grudge against them since they abandoned their people to run away to Sigmar, and they have a guilt about abandoning their people and running away to Sigmar for their own safety. But they're basically not 40k AOS's Wood Elves. The Sylvaneths are kind of close to it, but these are more of the Wood Elves, as they are actual elves and not spirits of dead elves inside of trees. But like, a city has to reach a certain size to become a free city. We don't know what that criteria is. We just know it has to meet a certain size. It has to have enough people, enough defenses, and enough like cultural importance to be upgraded from a Sigmarite strongpoint into a free city. Yet, for example, what we know about the industrial quarter, it's a large industrial district of Ashkay, and on its own, it's comparable to many smaller free cities. Also has a lot of the Ironweld arsenals, since those are to do the industry. We know a lot about what inns and taverns they have around here. How we know what some of the we know street names. Crazy for a fantasy set where, I mean, the realms are nearly infinite, and there's one city we know street names. Also, it's so big that there are. Again, I'm gonna always go back to this on how big Hammerhell is. A lot of people think, oh, it's a city. It's city size. But no, this city is the size of a small nation. I mean, like, I don't know, like, something like Latvia would be comparable to the size of what Hammerhell actually would be. On a larger map of the Mortal Realms where some forests are the size of Asia, which I'm not kidding. There are two different forests we know of in Ashkay that are the size of Asia. People have done the math. Way too much math. Yeah, that's me, but people have done it. Like, if you were to look at that, those are the entire size of Asia themselves, and those are just forests. Now, in those forests, some of them look big, some of them look small, but they are all massive. Now, the city, while looking small on the map, if you actually compared it to real life, it's the size of the country. While it is not as while it is the biggest, so it's not comparable in size to the other cities. There are some cities that are close to it, and it also crosses two realms, so that does have it a bit of advantage than other cities. But most cities do have a realm gate, usually to Azure, which helps with trade. Most free cities pop up as free cities of strong points because they have a realm gate within their city, or they're a strong port city like Anvilgard is. But yeah, there are districts stretch down, and I do mean down, as in like straight down, dozens of leagues. Do we know how large a league is? I have no idea. But it's large, probably. I mean, oh, there's an entire district given over to pyromancers, which is not actually a person that sets stuff on fire in this world. It is a fire. It is a fire magic user, person who uses, fire magic. Of the Kaldrite Archon, or Arcane, Archon. I'm stupid, but it's just the people who do. It's the Magic College, but it's the organization that controls all the magic colleges. Think of like the Mage Guild in Elder Scrolls. That's what they call Kaldrite Archon, Arcane. And like we know about the Shining Quarters, which is the old city, which is the Innerlade. It has, I mean, where places meet. They have entire, I mean, hell, they have entire mountains which are just part of the city. Entire mountains are just part of the city, not part of the mountain. Not the city is on part of the mountain. No, the city is big enough where the mountain is one section of it. Pretty sure I can see that on the map. Oh, is it called Stormhorn Monarch? Yeah, but like, and again, as I said, that map I showed you is only about, I'd say, a third of Hammerhell Ashkay, since there are 2 other maps of Hammerhell Ashkay. Of Hammerhell Ashkay that I did not show. Have more stuff. And obviously you have Hammerhell Gyron, which, is the other half of the city, which is said to be just as big. Though we don't know much about it, it's said to be just as big as Ashkay. I mean, like, some plays. Yeah, alright, looking at the other city, seeing how big the, some of these places are. Yeah, I can see the Stormhorn on the other city. It is just on the other part of the city map, it is a section of the city. A small one at that, really. That's how big it is. A big mountain. Literally, it's a colossal mountain. And sure, it is big. But it's just a part of the city. Hell, I'd raise to say that, in my opinion, this city probably has billions in it. For a fantasy setting. Oh, also, for some reason, in Ashkay, they have the Cult of the Wheel. They worship Sigmar as a big wheel. I don't know why. I don't know. But they do. So, as I did say, there are embassies all over Hammerhell. There is, Nagari, which is a Canaanite shrine, which, serves as an embassy of the, Blades of Cain. I mean, the Disciples of Cain, which are Marathi's witch elves. They have the Gyranus Annex, which is the Sylvaneth embassy, which within Ashkay, because they have a lot of Sylvaneth just living in Gyron. But in Ashkay, it's harder to live as a Sylvaneth in Ashkay when everything's on foot. Well, not everything's actually on fire, but a lot of things are on fire. It's hard to live as a tree person. So we do know there are forested regions still within the city in Ashkay. Though they are special kinds of trees that burn and grow real fast. I mean, and it said that the outer walls of Hammer Hell Ashgate has no less than 100 gates. Which, I mean, if any... Here, let me see if I can find the picture of the Dawnbringer Crusade leaving out of one gate. Ashk maps, sure. Category Realm of Ashk. Realm of Ashk artwork. Artwork? Let me go Cities of Sigmar. Then, I'm gonna have to go... Because I just... Blah. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, let me do this. Twin-tailed crusade. Images. Where's the image of them leaving this? How do you find that? I need to find the image. That's There's the Cult of the Wheel person. Where's the images? Tailed Crusade image. Where is it? I know there's an image of this. Ah. Wait, do I need to look up just... It might just be under... Oh, actually, I probably should just look. Let me see. Let me find artwork. You know, Hammer Hall for y'all. See. Y'all can always look up more yourself. Don't take me at face value. I don't know everything, obviously. I don't have access to all the books. Access to everything. I mostly use the wiki and what I can find online for free. But I do have a few books. Two other ways. I mostly use online sources. So don't trust everything I say 100%. Yeah, I would never trust me 100%, but I do quite a bit. Probably more than I should. Let me show you a picture of Hammer Hell from outside the city. This is Hammer Hell. This is Ashgate, obviously. Can't tell by the burning rocks. You see how out of place it looks among the burning rocks? See that one gate? It has hundreds of those. See how big that one gate is? No less than 100. And that one gate... God damn, guys. From the Firestorm book. 22. Oh yeah, let me show you another image. Let me show you Hammerhell O2, which is where the Realm Gate is. I'll show you where what the Realm Gate looks like. Okay, so here's Hammerhell O2. This is where the Realm Gate is. See how big that Realm Gate is? For example, that little shadow dude you see up there on the thing is a dwarf. He on here is like, I don't know, like with his hat, like half the size of that, and that is not even close to the size of the Realm Gate. That Realm Gate connects it to the city of Hammerhell Gyron, by the way. Not know. So that should be clear. That was from the Black Talon animation, by the way. Let me find some images of... That's not... Where's this image from? Doesn't say. As Gyron. But like, guys, Here's what Diamond looks like from the outside. See how big that is? And that's just overlooking where the gate is. That's the inner part of the city where most of it is mansions, which means a lot of land is being wasted and not being packed full, unlike a lot of other places. But yeah, we know a lot of business in the city. We know they have coffin makers. We have looking coupons for the coffin maker. Joking. I was not. We have a lot of stuff. Hammerhell. Hell. Just not even going into the pictures. I mean, we have a lot of drawings of like gates of Hammerhell will look like. Now we don't. Now there are a lot of images of other places. Hammerhell isn't the only place to see, but it's the most important for I say literally any factory. To be honest. Yeah. Yippee. Alright, but yeah. I mean, we know there are no less than 100 gates, and as you saw earlier, those gates are massive. But I'm just trying to get, like, even me, I'm still trying to figure out how big this actually is. I believe it's in billions, but I'm not sure if that's true. Could be. Now, there's a higher average of non-human than most other cities. Either usually outside of places in High Ash, which are which have a higher number of elves than they do humans, even in like some of the smaller strong points, which yeah, because of the Lumina Throne Lords, Hammerhell has a high number of non-humans compared to other cities. Yeah, there are also some natural landmarks. And they are like the bones of Kazarig. We don't know what that is. We don't know who Kazarig is. We just know it's there. Pillars of Infinity, again, don't know what that is. Also, there's Ruin Peak. Hruin, so Ruin Peak. It's an active volcano in the city. Yeah, they have two rifts in the city. They have quite a few rift bridges that connect parts of the city across the rifts. And Ashka has Persepium, a massive fortress. They also have an underground storm keep that was hidden for a long time till the Vermin Doom. Some of their major roads are like the Grand Percussional, which is wide enough for Dawnbreaker to march with their chained Enhelifs, which, if you don't know, are floating islands. Entire floating islands, which are chained down by crusades of people. This major road has enough space for them to walk along. So yeah, again, massive. They have also Hammerhell does not end in the main city itself. They have what they call the frontier citadels, which is stationary strongholds built at the perimeter of Ashke's influence. Those are both militarized strongholds and residential colonies. Basically, they're there to protect them. It's kind of like how you have the like greater area, like like Chicago and the greater Chicago area. Kind of like that, where the frontier citadels are the greater Hammerhellian era. Like, some of the known citadels is Citadel of Kronos and Glasspire Citadel, but we know more than a dozen frontier citadels are in at least the southeastern perimeter alone. Does it say anywhere how many there are? Frontier citadels rise and fall in habit. Yeah. They rise and fall rapidly though, so there's like hundreds of destroyed ones, but also hundreds of ones, so we don't know how many. There's the outer web. They're perimeter cog forts, which I'll explain what cog fort is now, because I've been mentioning. They're large war machines built by Ironworld Arsenal that act as heavily armored mobile fortresses that defend city Sigmars in their territory. They're literally just walking forts that have a lot of exposed cogs. I know, naming. But they also have ring wall strong points, which is a bunch of Sigmarite strong points surrounding the Hammer al-Ashke. So again, think of it this way. Think of it like, I don't know, like a tree. A tree ring. Tree rings. You have, or no, that isn't like the best example. Okay, just think of one circle. That's Hammer al-Ashke. Then you have another circle. That would be the strong points. Then you have another, that'd be the outer web. And then another, which would be the frontier citadels. All of them are inhabited by millions to billions of people. I also have they also have subterranean stuff. Yeah, crazy, isn't it? And then, as I said, for most of what I said there, that was just for the Ashkaf. Now I'm going to talk to you about Gyron. It's the other half. Yeah. But they have a lot of areas, obviously. But they have places like the warehouse. They also have warehouse and Aetherdark districts. Each one, uh, their districts are divided into rings, though, stacked on top of each other. So, like a skyscraper, extending farther out than the ones below, which is very strange. But like overlook the things below. But like, yeah, thousands of airships, leaf blowers, and skycutters, leaf boats, and skycutters arrive and depart the city every day. If you don't know how many people it takes to run an airship, even in real life, like even a plane, it takes at least like 5 people to run it. That being a generous estimate for something, medieval, like in a fantasy setting, being generous. Again, let's just look at the airships. Let's say 5. 5 times 2,000, which would be the minimum of thousands, would be 10,000. That means 10,000 people enter and leave the city every day. Hiral Gyrum also has many academies, which they have the Ironwell Academy and the Grand Academy, which not much is said about that. They also have places that run lava that run lava straight into aqua granus, which is a magical water that actually purifies. So because the mystical lava puts out a steam that protects the city against illness and chaos, since if you don't know, Gyrum is mostly controlled by Nurgle. Also, they have fire bastions, which are constantly fed by lava from the realm of fire via immense stone tunnels to keep the floor of Gyron from overwhelming the city as the flow is redirected, so new tunnels are created and old empty ones are built over, although some express concerns about what can inhabit them. They also have mental hospitals, in which the Grand Asylum of Hammerhell Gyron, which is a mental hospital, which is crazy that they do. They also have another hidden storm vault. But we know they have 17 major free guilds, not even counting minor ones. It's 17 major ones. Yeah. Crazy. Alright, let's get into a game. What games do we have? Games. I can't be something too intensive. I already crashed twice today. He's on. Nope. That sucks. Anything I have? I wasn't really planning on getting to the point where I got done talking, but like, a bit tired of talking right now. Actually, I'll try. Let's do Rogue Trader. Alright, while I do that, I gotta change everything. Alright. Goes out of that. Tabs, change. Act 3. Killing some elves. Okay, Rogue Trader. Switch my background. Parent. Put myself right here. Then OBS. Game capture. Rogue Trader. Then audio capture. Warhammer Rogue Trader. And continue game. And here we are. Now we'll stop the background music for the game because it has background noise. I examined the gladiators.
I did fine.
Here are the gladiators augment. Yippee, I killed a man. Oh, I got his gun.
A new challenge for me?
Alright, it said I could look in a pile. What's that? Ooh, gladiators pile there. Just take it all. I'll probably get all my shit back. Obviously, I want armor. Can't use any of that Drukhari shit. Playing a flash seeing Bengal, yeah.
I'll lay claim to
What
the
is
stars.
this? Here in the fabric of space is sparkling with it to indicate unraveling the threads of matter itself. to the streets of the chasm. Dark and malign forces lurk between the fabric of the physical universe. The warp, a source of all psychic powers, home to the force of chaos. Level and blah, 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 blah. Open like up and the water is done. That was annoying. These people are killing each other.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I'll just take that, carry it with me. I get it. I swear, if I have to that cutscene every single. Oh, Yvette. Theodori runs a hand over her face before turning to you. Her pale skin is tightly stretched over the bones of her skull. Her eyes have lost their glimmer, and her neck is stooped under an unseen burden, and yet you still recognize her. Yvette Lanavis, your former companion, the reason for your imprisonment within these dark walls. Yvette glances at you, her eyes widen slightly, but there's only change. But that is the only change you detect in her tense expression. Whatever emotion you may be feeling, she's pressing them onto locked. What is going on here? Step back onto lock. You have suffered enough. Did the monkey come for a taste of the pain? Then you must have the patience. A little guest of so much suffering to extract from her first victim. Praise far from empty, Yvette. Do not hold back. Are they trying to turn Yvette into a, Drukhari? Is that even possible? Can you turn a normal Drukhari into a Drukhari? I mean, they could originally. Alright. Yvette, do not hold back. The suffering overwhelms me no more. I cannot bear it any longer. Yvette is mine. You cannot have her. Drukhari is too enthralled by the victim's torture to react in time. The blade goes through its throat. Only the Zenith collapses with visceral wheeze. Hurricane moved to draw their weapon, but freeze, transfixed by the sight of their brother thrashing in agony. From the Dark One's toy to a monkey's property, my path shows me no mercy until tell me, heart, find the strength and resolve to forgive me, to allow me to share my path with you. Untalak, your generosity both shames and sublimes me, for its light carries my soul to the grime of my own deeds. Now let us walk away from the nightmares that sink into and stings into dark recesses at my ravaged soul. Yippee, I now have Yvette. Does Yvette have anything on her? No, but they can use weapons. Long rifle. Oh, strength 50. And that doesn't even, that does 4 to 7 damage. You need strength 55 for it. Strength 55 isn't actually that one. Some armor. And give you an Eldar knife.
This cannot
That corpse
be.
infested calendar mutation. Look at your head throb with pain.
Follow my lead.
Activate the switch. Ooh. Oh. That guy's dead. Oh wait, I need to select your vet to move there. Now we both move together. Portugari. Unreality roils in, breaking the connection between body and mind. Whatever. I get it.
I have
in the
failed my
world?
kin.
Done.
Alright, now where do we go? Abolite.
Excellence matters.
Ooh. Free shit. We can give that to our ship later.
Victory awaits.
Portal to the arena. What is my mission? From the mangled sector. Mangled sector, that's the arena. We don't need to go to the arena yet. Find the mangled sector.
I did fine. It's about time.
Guys in the car aren't backing us on sight. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, we get it. I have that thing in my skull still. We get it.
Done. Excellence matters.
I've not failed this even once. Damn. Mass transport door. This transport door and mass blade make for a deadly weapon on the battlefield.
A new challenge for me?
Rack. Not this way, meat. I know that one. Playing. I took all the valuable prisoners we captured during this worthless. This scum is worthless. Let go.
My
This cannot
success
be.
was inevitable.
That doesn't lead to where I want it. This just leads to somewhere else. Say where. Oh, we're here. Where's this? Go to the... Lift to the mangled sector. Ooh. Ooh, this is where we need to go. The mangled sector we go. And now we need to find Abelard.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I do not have Abelard. Blah blah blah. Get it. Said it a million times. It will hurt again soon. Come and kill. Jealous thug. Filled with makeshift las gun batteries, include the main auto gun. I need to find Abelard is. There's a makeshift Imperial Aquila, I can tell what that is. Where is my boy Abby? Another loyal servant of the throne has found his way to us, these confined catacombs. Fear not approach. If you have faith in the Emperor, then you will find only allies here. Yes, befits my aim. All of you kneel before the rogue traitor. The God Emperor stirred beyond the borders bound of the Blessed Imperium. Your Lordship, it's an honor. Require a medical assistant. Do not look too badly injured. Are you suffering from feverish order to safely again for critical? I'll set me here for your head, however, no desire to cause you harm. That scaled miscreant has long since wanted me dead. He craves my soldiers. He forced us our base to this perilous place, but he will pay for his scheme soon once my plan is set in motion. To disgrace to serve one such as he. You want to join our ranks instead. Together we will break out and secure the city. For these people under your command. The Corps of my unit is composed of prisoners from various Field Guard regiments and a number of planetary guards. They formed the assault squad that went on the special durations under Sergeant Vistage's command. The rest are common people of the misfortune of being captured by Xenos. Serfs, nobility, quantum clerks, technomats, void workers, monks, anyone who found the courage to take up arms. The only kind you won't find here are heretics, lawbreakers, and cowards. What is your escape plan? Some of our have captured a small Xeno ship that was moored for repairs. As at a remote unused dock, they eliminate the crew quietly, but left the pilot alive to sail the ship back to real space. We can get to the dock through the old base. If the monkey have managed to capture the vessel, you were permitted to do so, and if they were permitted to do so, the plane is doomed to fail. Inevitably, Malice and the Shriekers drove us out and took the base, so the first order of business will be to confront him there. I propose that you take him by surprise and deliver the first strike, support the attacks from the outside. Every step that causes our rebellion will take it separately. Seems viable enough. We combine together, however, the chance of success becomes so ludicrously slim that only a complete madman would agree to the tragedy. How have you managed to accomplish so much? Every moral of intelligence acquired, every step. Or one half of all the weapons we had stockpiled and taken the ship cost us several lives, each were worth more than this whole blasted city. I shall join you. I have other business to attend to. Yeah, we need to find Abelard. Please, don't fail me.
Morak.
Stop failing me.
A trivial task.
Okay, there. We get it. I hate that it stops me every time this happens. Whenever it has the searing pain in my head, it just gets a bit annoying, don't it? Ooh. Wait a second. Oh, what? Oh, spasm. I thought that said something else.
None shall stand in my way.
Did you hope to see an Azuriani fail?
No. Did hope this. Wait a second, there's more goods over here I didn't get. Oh, there's Abelard.
That didn't go as I'd hoped.
Blah blah blah, searing pain, just like. Barely recognize Yolos and Shell, Abelard Werson, and this pitiful hunchback figure. His officer's bearing, his broad shoulders, his dark piercing eyes, all gone without a trace. What you see before you is a decrepit, quivering old man approaching through Elliot's refuge and mumbling under his breath. A second for your sense of horse lips. Finally, thought love, white, amethyst, and fur. It's of course love. Where are you? Abelard. Oh, Critha. Faintly. The drive stems out again. Another council session, another logicians on every satisfied love and us and our children this. Perhaps we should give in. You always say that, Dango. Your home love. You like that love? Or you're back to yourself. Thanks, blood, Lord Captain, you're alive. Thank God Emperor Death has not found you yet. Then again, instance it may be for the worst. That damn thing's still with us then? If There will be no rest for my weary body. But no rest in this place with me or without me, great-haired monk. Who is, Quantheria? My late wife, Lord. Captain, I think in the time I wandered around here, my sanity may have suffered a temporary lapse. I hope my mind can no longer stomach the kind of horrors that place. After I saw by my side, I saw a different time, a different place. Where are the others? I have not the faintest idea, Your Lordship. All I can say, if they have managed to survive down here, the others stand a chance too. There are no weaklings in your retinue. What happened to you? That thrice blast Xeno simply chucked me aside like a piece of rubbish. I went looking for you or for help, and I ended up here. This is where it found me. That thing, memory fails me. Remembers bits and pieces and needles. It pumped something out of me and pumped something in. Seemed to be in one piece, except that creature. How should I put this? Its needles siphoned the strength out of me. I felt older by a good decade or two. My word, I think I am older. That could be why I'm starting to see things, and I thought I'd live long enough to go senile. Damn, living long enough to go senile? That's strange in Sigmar. I'm not Sigmar. 40k. Just talked about Sigmar for so long. We will find... What was the thing that attacked you? A spawn nightmare. So ghastly, my mind refuses to picture clear image. Nothing but meat, metal, and many, many needles. Feasted on me, feasted on my very soul. It would have devoured me whole. Find a way to restore your time, said Joe. Pray, Lord Captain, there is no strength in this body yet. It was until it could not be easily broken by some. I could use but brief respite. Time to move. Alright, let's see. What does Abelard have?
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step.
Alright.
Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Real. Big cannon. Knife gun. Armor. Alright, grab that. Revolving pile of Ichor.
I'll
Bloody
lay
trail.
claim to the stars.
Lord Xenos. I love how Gelt has more we can't actually. Alright, now we can actually do this athletic shit because
Nothing's
we have
impossible
Abelard
for this
with
old
us.
officer. A soldier would have been disciplined for such a performance.
We fail. We didn't get this. Wait, can I talk to the renegade medic? Be long before we escape this place. Who are you? Commissioner Ikosonadu, but my brother and sister aren't preferred to simply call me the Commissioner. I was signed to regiment of the Victorian Sorcerer in a fought battle for the world. Clement Secondus, when I was wounded, taken prisoner while unconscious, having recovered from my wounds, I carry on fighting the wicked Xenos as head of a local residence cell which I founded. Alex caught me as I sabotaged the enemy's death. Streets of Comrade are like maze spiderwebs, webs into which dark ones lure unfortunate souls. Each thread that leads freedom turns out to be another cruel deception at the end. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what attacked Abelard, it was definitely homunculus. If it had so many needles, it's homunculus. Swat you like flies from the moment they cause them slight inconvenience. Better to die for the Emperor than live for oneself alone. We engage in the enemy of the world in the Macaran marches clicked this sector. The loathsome foes of humanity were known to launch raids in the area, so we to defend the good side of Imperium. When profane descent upon us, we gave them no quarter. He was routed and my unit drove them back to their ships. Our counterattack drove away the advances both forward and thwarted the invasion. Ultimately, we cut off on both flanks and surrounded. We fought valiantly for several hours, stopped the enemy ranks reforming for a new onslaught. How we depleted our munitions reserve. By that time, Spear officer already fallen, so I left people in bayonet charge. The Xenos are lessened in blood, and that I have no memory how the battle ended. I came to consciousness in this foul place, saw him dead on the verge of death. I thought I died, but it's not yet time for the Emperor to release me from his service. Alright, whatever. Should I kill the missioner? Alright. Apparently I don't need mouse to get rid of the brain worm. Alright, I'm gonna go kill that snaky bitch. I just wanted to make sure I didn't make a mistake. Because I don't want this worm with me the entire game, since I don't want that animation to play every 50 fucking seconds.
It's about time.
Blah blah blah. I hate this shit. Only there's a way to turn that shit off. Shoot the corpse.
I have failed my kin.
Egger. Fellow rack wall the street.
I
collect
won't
directors.
tolerate weakness.
Blah, I don't care. Or shit.
I rise to the occasion.
Be honest, this seems kinda lackluster, if I'm gonna say, for Kamarog. Also, I hate that we have all of our gear taken. Always hate that trope in any game. Oh, you get all your gear stolen. And now you have to fight with nothing after you spent this entire game with that gear. It's really fucking annoying, mate.
For me.
It feels like whenever a game does that, it wants to make itself harder without actually putting in any of the effort, so it just takes away what you have. I'm sorry, it's solo. Two humanling have plotted against me. Unpredictable shriekers kill the humanling slowly. I want to enjoy his torment.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Spare none of them!
Watch this. Aha.
This tedium is beneath me.
Bam. Bam. Alright, wait. We get close.
A tactically sound approach. I
Right.
will do my duty.
Shoot.
It will be done.
Oh wait, that's a pistol, not a shotgun. Kick.
At your beck and call.
Fuck.
My soul hunger.
You know, I don't think this was quite the best idea. The fuck was
Suits
it?
my purposes.
The true master. Inflict the pain.
Already done.
The enemy's turn.
to it. My artifice is unsurpassed.
You will pay an even greater price. I deal death with my hands.
Alright. Enemy's turn on. I looked away for a second. Oh, there's no slashing attack. That's stab. Fucker.
I
Stab.
am not your Xenos pet
Shut up.
monkey.
Indeed. An exemplary strike.
You know, I'm not really liking this chapter, to be honest. I get Kamarog, but like, it just feels lackluster.
It will be done.
Having all of our equipment stolen just isn't fun. Having equipment stolen in any game is never fun. Never like that trope. I don't get why it is.
All too easy.
Shut up. Bomb. Bomb.
Nothing I can't do.
And then shoot them. And miss. Carried. That tiny little flicking
We're
leg.
at a tactical disadvantage.
Here we go. You won't.
Abelard will watch. Yes. Thank you, Commissar. Abelard, you just have to keep. You just have to stay Abelard.
Brace yourself, Abelard. Target well struck. I will do my duty.
Alright, brace for impact.
It will
Do
be
that. Durr. Kick him. And
Look
next.
in our ranks.
Yep, we just have Abelard left, but he will
Oh,
watch.
this'll leave a scar.
Hit his own. Get no skin.
I've
13 damage. That's
Out of
quite
my
good.
way.
Onward!
Yes, one enemy down. One less enemy to deal. Commissar, you got this.
Let's get to it.
Parried. Parried.
Let's get to it. My faith strengthens me.
You know what if I try this?
Indeed.
What am I gonna do? Miss? There are so many of them. If I kick
It will be
you,
done.
if I stab you instead.
Grey hair, sure
With
hair.
my invisible knife, for some reason.
Victory
Why is it
imminent.
why is it just not there? That's strange. Parried. Damn.
Ugh. My ears are ringing.
Let's make it quick.
Come on, Zealous Slug, you got this. Power swing. Hit your goddamn shots. Ooh, that's good. Parried.
Hold on. Stay vigilant.
You know what? I have an idea. How much does this do?
At your beck and call.
Parry. Parry them all. Do a grenade there. Let me kick the
I will
Cavalite
do
warrior.
my duty.
Damn it, they dodged. Parry. They can't hit him. Too good.
Time to slaughter someone. Show me what you...
They are literally at 1 health. Parry. I still don't... Where's his sword? Why is it not on his model now?
Out of my way.
At your beck and
Right.
call.
My revenge will be delectable.
Ooh. I
It will
guess
be done.
reload. Parry, parry. And then a kick.
Indeed.
Let the true master
Alright, next turn.
inflict the pain.
Oh shit, they hit. Uh-oh.
Let's get to it.
Alright. Amazar, you got this.
Let's get to it.
Alright, only 2 enemies left. Malice and the Drukari. Did he hit Abelard there? Fuck you. Fuck you, worthless Imperial
At your
Guard.
beck and call.
Strike.
Victory is imminent.
Kick.
At your beck and call.
Let the true master...
Endure.
We are the bane of lesser creatures.
Alright, parried. Parried.
Let's make it quick.
You got this, Commissar. Yes, hit
Hold
Malice.
I've suffered worse.
That I suffered worse, that means hit. God,
I will do my duty.
I hit once, dodge the other.
At your beck and call. One fewer target.
One last target. One more target down. Wait a second.
No matter the
what?
cost.
Fuck it. Ball. Big sword time.
An exemplary strike.
Ooh, 28. Nice.
Victory is
Anyway.
imminent.
30.
Indeed.
25.
It will be done.
Another 30.
I will do my duty.
Aw, that meant. Anyway. Kick. Alright, we did over 100 damage in that one turn. Parried.
Here we go.
Nice. Good job. Nice.
Out of my way.
Alright, Abelard.
Victory
We got
is
this.
imminent.
Malice is
Grey
almost
hair,
down.
Sure hand.
51 health left.
At your beck and call.
No, no, no. Oh shit.
Let's get to it.
Oh.
I must not falter.
I'm on one more hit. Legit, just one hit. Okay, maybe one more. Up to Abelard. Always
It
is.
will be done.
Fuck, wrong button. Wait, can I not charge? Where's my... Oh wait, there's charge.
I'm not interested. Follow my lead. Indeed.
He is dead. Alice is dead. Victory, comrades. Duty beckons. Our allies are waiting on the other side of the strange lift, so that's not... Are you coming with us? I will bring up the rear and make sure no one falls behind. What exactly waits us? Loyal comrades, still an export ship. Onward. First, let me loot bodies. Fuck you, Malice. The rest of the humans here are free. Rebel against the Drukhari.
None shall stand in my way.
Dark and malign forces lurk beneath the fabric of the physical. Yeah. Finish violence's dull. I crave subtlety. Die graceful, die passionately. Agitated. Oh, are we in that portal right behind them? Or are we in this one? Oh shit, we come right out of this one. That's right. Picture the arena. The moment you cross the portal, you realize something is amiss. The thousands of Drukhari are all around you, carrying bulk of an abdomen, blood muscle, whose face is hidden behind a black mask. None of it fits. Quite dark. Brought good meat. You've done well, Amazar. Believed. I'm starting to see how this game is played. It's alright, you won't be so gullible next time. Oh wait, there won't be an S time. Farewell, comrades. Deceiving, manipulation, nudging you towards your death have been an honor and a pleasure. Foolish meat falls to the same trick every time. Here's what happens to you now. You're about to unleash fighters and beasts that will seek to eviscerate you. You try to survive till the end of the fight. Meat, no one is expecting more from you. But should you kill something after all, do it painfully unless Master's craving for death. Agony is stationed to release me into the arena. You got that? They offer me a chance to scan a few of your friends. I can wait. You're amusing. Overconfident fools like you always dies first. Off with you, meat.
Rejoice, fire dwellers!
Oh.
For I have come to slake your fatal thirst! May the vicious hunt commence today! My wild hounds will enter the arena to taste the blood of its wretched challengers. Bathe your souls in their suffering! Make your guesses at whether the prey can overpower the predators!
Do we have any other
If you're looking for more refined entertainment, watch the ousted Draken of the Reaving Tempest fight for his life against the glorious champions of the arena, the Bloodstained
Wait, shit.
Proselytes!
Martha blah 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 is here.
If your soul is so hardened that only the triumph of violence can soften its scars, enjoy the massacre of the fearsome Flesh Gorger! Today, we will try to kill him again!
Oh wait, is that the Space Marine? Hell yeah. Ousted Drukhari, Space Marine. Yeah, that's definitely a Space Marine. Oh shit, Talos or Kronos, I don't know. They look the same to me. Oh shit. Og. Dude's sick as hell.
Is that all? Will you just give me your pet jesters? Don't be offended if I break your playthings, Kikeros!
Let the fatal thirst be quenched!
Got it?
Do you really believe you can match a child of a
The world suddenly
Surian?
loses strength, everything around you. Give a shit. And Ballard moves closer, otherwise everybody else stays in the back lines. Switch to your sniper, go here.
I approach the designated position.
My guys, who do I have here? Soldier, bruiser, bruiser, soldier, 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 bruiser, bruiser. Then I get 2 wild chimeras. $40 damage.
If I'm fortune favors
And
the
0.
swift.
Forge ahead! Not a problem for me.
Alright, throw that. Shit. Would have done so much damage if it hit. Ooh, but it hit both of them. That just... Parried. Fuck.
Just a minor setback.
Let's get to it.
Come on, guys, you got this. Get better aim. Fuck, dodged and then 0?
I will do my duty. Victory is imminent.
Dodged, parry. Fuck.
Let's get
Can't
to
hit
it.
them. You hit me more times than you hit the giant thing right there.
Let's make it quick.
Our weapons are doing no damage, really.
Hold on.
I've suffered
Yeah, you're
worse.
doing more damage
we
to your
go.
fellow human than you are to the enemy. Only if Rhett has done any damage. Probably due to the insane armor penetration on
If it serves your
Aldari's
cause.
Yukari weapon. You know what? I have an idea for. Won't do much, but. Wait, are they like soul linked or something? Why did that? Okay. Fuck, dodged. Alright, cool, just kill one of the useless ones. Wee-hee, nothing lost. Switch over to my work set. 11.
It will be done.
6.
At your beck and
Low,
call.
but he'll get a hit, but parry. Kick. But takes 4 damage, knocking back, and then I'll endure. Okay, you let off a bit of damage into him. You almost killed your own man. Ooh, nice.
Let's
9
get
damage.
to it.
Okay. On. Wait, damn it. That one has taken no damage so far.
This tedium is beneath.
Alright, one at a time. Aim for the weakened one first.
I understand your intent.
Reload. Well, how much would this do? 2 to 9 versus 14 to 16. Alright, 16 damage, nice.
Nothing I can't do.
Plus 1 resolve. That would be all of them. Nice. Alright, that's one downed. Oh, shit. Got 4 damage. Alright, wait.
I've seen worse battles than this in my
Stab.
time. Indeed. Target well struck.
8 damage. Pistol
I will
blast.
do my duty.
How? Then kick. Pushed it back and caused it. Ooh, it fell over. Nice. That should waste its turn.
Let's get to it.
This one's taking damage now. Somehow did 0 damage, but
I'm in, maggot.
alright, yo, Brett. 30.
If I must.
Alright, that one's almost dead.
High momentum.
That one.
All
Shoot
too
this
easy.
Chimera. Damn it, this is good damage.
Already done.
Reload. Free shot.
Nothing I can't do.
3 damage. Alright, 1 down.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
You shot your own. You shot me more than you hit the giant enemy in front of you.
My place is at the fore. It will be done.
4 damage. Despite
Victory
hitting.
is imminent.
Alright, 6 damage, and then kick. 3. Mostly hit me, as always. Alright. Shoot again here. 0. Seriously, what the hell is protecting it?
If it serves your cause.
Even despite it hitting it.
Fall, creatures!
Always hits, but did 0 damage. Goddamn.
Not a problem. Nothing of value has been lost.
There. That one's down.
Absolutely not. Nothing I
Give
can't do.
Abelard some more strength and toughness.
Grey hair, sure hair.
Nice, 16 damage. Alright.
Enjoy your luck while you still draw breath.
And Abelard, you got this.
A tactically sound approach.
Charge.
Indeed. It
Right.
will be done.
Shoot. Kick.
I will do my duty.
Let's make it quick.
Soldier's turn. Alright, you have Brett. Our damage dealer right now.
Xeno pet monkey.
If they could hit their shots.
This tedium is beneath me.
Alright, 24 damage. Nice. Switch to your
Already done.
pistol. It's 0 damage. They have that little
Nowhere to
protective thing
hide.
about them. 5 damage.
An exemplary strike.
0 still. Seems whenever they attack and weaken, and they take more damage. Oh, 16 damage. Nice. Nice, 16 damage. Alright. At least they're helping a bit. What if I try grenade?
It will be done.
16, nice. Reload. Charge. Strike, 0, and then kick.
Victory is imminent.
9, and... Give Brett, shoot.
If it serves your cause.
Still no damage.
If I must.
Alright, another 6 damage.
If
Reload.
it serves your cause.
That actually seems good. I gotta wait for Yvette turn that though, because I should have it with the stronger weapon.
Follow my lead.
Alright, 124 health left. And that's 23 damage. 101. 90 health left. Kick.
At your beck and call.
Divert. Can I not use that?
Stop trying, monkey.
Oh shit. Okay.
This tedium is beneath you.
Fuck. At 6 damage. Alright, then I'll have you do this.
I am fear incarnate!
Still 0. God damn. What? Okay, 22.
Suits my purposes.
Dodge. Parry. Nice. Alright, why is this? Alright, and we got another just normal to 11 damage. Stab. 18 damage. Shoot.
It will be done.
Alright, they have 21 health left. Kick.
I understand.
I can
your
just get
intent.
one yes. Should I skip? Nothing's happening. I'll give us a bit.
Close ranks.
Oh. I gotta kill the
Soul
survivors.
slips beyond the veil.
Have you enjoyed it? Are you surprised Fallen Dracon has defeated the best warriors doing at the cult priests at Macaria have been granted the right to join the bloodstained proselytes, our circle of champions? Any of you expect to see a monkey challenger survive the vicious hunt? Did you stay with the sight of your flesh gorger devouring his mangled enemies as your fatal thirst quenched? I just... Alright. Let's loot the bodies. Now what do we do? Right, up here.
Victory awaits!
Prisoner appears dead. Alright, wait. Is there any other way we can go? Oh, doesn't look like it. Guess this way. Oh, the Harlequin. The stranger standing before you brings to mind a motley colored long-limbed doll. Abandoned amid carnage and detriments, bright colors of his sleek costume seem comical against the unrelenting gloom and hostility of this place. Only the sorrowful horned mask that hides his face in a dark hooded cloak he wears pays tribute to the overwhelming air of hopelessness. Every move Xenos makes and Xenos makes scenes with theatrical precision and a predator's grace. You cannot decide if this person is an accomplished dancer or a master assassin. A shiver run down your spine. This is a Harlequin, the deadliest of all Adari warriors. You have heard of small Harlequin troops taking out entire armies of enemies, whirling in mesmerizing, terrifying dance of death. This crib of putrid flesh offends your taste. Oblivion comes now. Here its nocturne plays. I am that starlit strain that chills the soul, the peace that doomed throng pitches into dance. You are among them, merchant vagabond. So tread the steps I say, escapes fate's great grasp. Embodies of Aparian, Doom Incarnate, of all places in the galaxy, you show yourself here. The outcast and the merchant, what a pair. A rift of blood and hope without a path. The parent cloaks the cradle once again. Babe is doused in darkness as before, but death is near as Surian's child maketh haste. The steps you know already, vagabond. A knife's edge minute to perform. Between oblivion, foes, and your own friends. So heed my sonnet well, it holds the key. A melody of snarling agony, beguiling now by rending flesh bewitched. Through sinew, bones, and grisly pageantry, it calls the blood-soaked drape to come unstitched. A haggard chorus in the halls behind, their flesh employed to serve the mestizo's art. A prayer for mercy slips from throats confined, then a baton sets the beat of every heart. And intros are for him an instrument. Veins a living stave sends parallel. Yet death to him is no impotent, for corpses' tunes do carry just as well. Through spectacles of blood and gore forged past, should crave your eyes to get sun's light at last. I think it's perfectly clear this is there's certain mestizo flesh who conducts experiments on the bodies of others. He has a laboratory that we can be accessed by finding the arena to draw his attention. With his assistance, I'll be able to escape the chasm, and your name is Nocturne of Oblivion. Have I missed anything? Stills looks at you intensely. He's not accustomed to anybody so abundantly quickly navigating his verbal labyrinth. That much clear. At last, you have a low chuckle behind his mouth, and the Xenos claps his hands slowly and says one word: "Bravo." I love him. I hope he's hitting something. If he's not, I'm gonna be mad. I love him. I love the Harley Quinn. An indigo ripple passes over the Xenos body, and he dissipates like a bad dream. I thought some illusion had clouded my gaze when I beheld Arbrium at the Archon's court, for he's an omen of monstrous things to come. Care to tell me who that was? My brother, my kin, like the Chikari. He's not one of the children of Asteron. You monkey call those like him Harlequins, for they are memory, they are oblivion. It is the Harlequins' duty to remind our kin that despite our different paths, we have but one enemy, she who thirsts, and among the Harlequins, there's no creature more unpredictable players than the Solitaire. Their entire lives are a spectacle, where the art of performance and the art of killing are intertwined. Solitaire differ from all other Harlequins. Harlequins perform the dance without end. The tragedy of our people's past is one role which only an Arbrium may perform, the role of the enemy, she who thirsts, the revival Talon Thresh. To delve into the mind of she who thirsts, even for a moment, is extremely perilous. Many have lost their sanity and even their lives attempting to portray our kind's greatest enemy upon the stage. Only the Arbrium are capable of such a feat, and for that reason they are respected and feared by all Adari, for the Farsi is the Asidari to the Archons of the Dark City. The Arbrium's role is one of terror and isolation. They walk the path of damnation, doomed after death to surrender their soul to she who thirsts. And even a spirit stone cannot guard them from this fate, and Kagurog, the laughing god, must go into battle against Talon Thresh for the soul of every solitaire. For in his victory lies the Abrium's only hope of salvation. You fear him, don't you? With the depths of my soul, if you are truly wise, Ontolok, you will do the same. What was he doing at the court? I do not know, but what is not hidden from my gaze is interest in you, Ontolok. But carefully, attention from an Abrium bodes nothing good. Many believe that even speaking to one is tantamount to a death sentence. Why did he call me the merchant vagabond? Who knows? Those like him see the world differently and see no need to explain their metaphors to others. Let's go, we should not linger. Forge our paths onto lock. Alright.
It's
We need to
about
find
time.
this master of flesh. Alright, which means we need to find a homunculus. Oh man. Because those are the people as to flesh weavers, the Wait a second, stranger. Why the fuck does this person have wings? Well, I think we found a lead in the fragments.
I did fine.
Empty vials lying on the ground. It contains repellent, a stimulant that heightens one's perception of moving objects but hinders their ability to see stationary
I'll lay
objects.
claim to the stars.
Of this thing. Oh hey, they just killed a man. Good.
A new challenge for me? Something of interest.
Examine the fresh corpse.
This cannot be.
Of insufferable stench. Oh wait, we're back here. Hey, there's the pit of body. Goods. Oh wait, Pascal. The crooked figure wrapped in crimson looks nothing like the Pascal Hanumanum you know. Before, his silhouette hunched so it may have been under the weight of his potent coil used to radiate authority and the power of restricted knowledge. Now he simply looks broken. His raiment is soiled with dark red blood stains and black blotches of sacred unguents. Echidendrites wriggle sluggishly like dying snakes. Pascal does not look at you, for his gaze is focused inside his own body. There is a horrible gaping wound in his chest, the glinting, clanging mechanisms. Squirming within, Pascal has plunged his fingers into the wide, dripping maw of the wound and is in process of palpitating his metal innards with great care. What happened to you? Act of defilement. This unit was subjugated to a profane invasion. The dry words come from the Vox speaker, rustled like sand on the cold layer of formality. Thanos touched me, my farum sanctus, removed parts of it and changed other parts. Branded my true flesh with altars of forbidden metal. Came of you after our capture. This unit was immobilized, transported to the laboratories of Xenos with the destination Trevates the Arch Machinator, studied, atomized. Then this unit was changed. Its sacred augments were subjected to restructuring, complete replacement, modification. Then unit received basic medical assistance. Then this unit. Then he let me go. Way I can help you. This statement is false. The impure augments were inserted into the technical cycle of the operation of my true flesh. Direct excursion will be an undetermined yet high degree of probability cause certain. Exactly did they change? Detecting numerous appointments and chain of command and distributors, alternates have been made to operational algorithm encoder inside my car augment. The chemical inject analyzer has been destabilized. There are other changes I cannot understand what they are. We will deal with it later. Request denied. You can one of the pathetic rule fight, and you think possibility of statement is true. I'm a warrior of the comprehension. Comprehension is the key to all things. I will comprehend the anathema, and in doing so, I will not yield. Unit is ready to serve. Omnissiah, have mercy on me. Yes. Oh wait, I just saw him came with this thing. Oh, and I can upgrade these guys. Cool, I'll do that. Then, perception. This thing. And then, weapons, not weapon skill, that's a melee. Agility. This one. And then, toughness. This one. Alright, then, what weapons do you have? Nothing. That's great. You with that, equip you with that. Equip you.
Follow my lead.
I love how this one specifically called an ugly. Like, they couldn't just call him, they couldn't just have another beggar. It had to be an ugly. Hypnotical opera. Activate the switch.
The machine god grants me insight.
Thank goodness I have Pascal. That's out Drukari. Oh hey, these ones are dead now.
This explorator is blessed with
Forestry
multifunctionality.
stuff. Taken from humans and left crack. Meet the master ordered that you be let through. When approached, a few augmented spring to life inside the monster bolt. An injector is filling its blood with compounds that cause a vein to bulge and must swell to. I wish to pass. Oh wait, those are humans. Oh, they're tied into the gate. Master gave his permission.
None shall
Alright.
stand in my way.
Time to meet the Fleshbender, the homunculus. What the fuck? Oh hey, skin coats. Or I mean skin curtain. Yeah, but that's a homunculus, alright.
It's about time.
Oh, High Factorum Janus at Conrad? Boxmaster. Oh wait, I'm going insane. I forgot. More. Eldat. The rest. Oh my goodness, his face. I do not like that. Featuring in front of you is patchwork of skin stuffed with darkness, corruption, sharp object staring at you. Scalped eyes, grilly remarks, such a disobedient specimen. You're still not dead, an anomaly. Help. I see you'll soon become an obedient specimen. Convulsive spasms, hysterical reactions. Come here. The creature pokes you in the chest. Triangular fingernail easily penetrates your skin as a strange sound throbs in the edge of your awareness. Sounds similar to your own scream. The fuck? A grotesque spider-like figure looms over you, its limp wave frantically chittering, clanging as they rip open something apart. Stitch it back together as you realize it canvases your flesh. The Xenos gaze indifferent, lowers voice. Impel has been extracted. The specimen with live body and mind. Expect to function within normal parameters, monkey. What do I owe you now? You will serve me such as life in the spires. The Aberranim urged me to pay attention to you. Your allegedly extremely gifted self-specimen, if you make a good tool. Same as you, little moth, the Xenos points at the mangled limb to your vet, unless of course the darkness comrade burns you as fast as the others. What does this mean, homunculus? Who knows, Hasunari? Who knows, the Xenos making? You and Drukari do business, human how remarkably open-minded. Do business? I will do no business with you. I will use you. You survived the battle in the arena, which means you have uncommon parameters for your kind. You're a lesser organism, true, but the towering height of my wisdom makes it difficult to distinguish between your inferiority of most of my kin. Exactly did this Arbinium tell you about me? This information not heard in your undeveloped mind. The Arbinium told me enough to give you the chance to enter my astronomical opera. That's all you need to know. What do you want from me? Turn to the arena, the fatal thirst. You'll kill the few. The witches fossilings for me. You might even smell the blood of the bloodstained slides. They are long overdue in small less humility. They've forgotten their place. They lack respect. They still do not appreciate my work. They fail to recognize my authority. Oh? Here comes Abbess and his fosterlings. The leader of the bloodstained proselytes have paid a visit to the inevitable opera. Take this opportunity to study them, prodigy. You wouldn't dare touch you here. Now said the enemy's community will never turn down the opportunity to kill Fusinos. The response is acceptable if you behave like a good specimen monkey. You might eventually receive my help in escaping, Kamarog. Ooh. The Fleshmaster is mad enough to help us escape in favor of his own unholy designs, but the price on Talak will be unfair and terrible. Obedience will be rewarded. Take crude gear with you. I abhor such technological banality, but as creatures undeveloped as you may find use of it. Once you're finished with this, take your crude... Wait, do I get all my shit back? Yippee. Do I have to re-equip it with everybody, though? My navigator Cassio was with me when we captured where she's now. Female, with successful strong connection to Veil, as well as numerous rare monkey mutations, most notably a third eye. I'm studying the influence of complete isolation from the Veil and outside world. Specimen ability, sanity, and physical dish. She no longer screams without a reservoir, but she's certainly still alive, ready to conclude the experiment. I want Indira back in my retinue. Ah, the volunteer specimen. I equipped her with an experimental device to isolate her mind from the Veil. The specimen performs menial tasks around the laboratory and serves as a willing source of essences. She's allowed to choose her own torment, by it fracturing her bones with vibro waves, placing herself in a capsule of extreme heat, planting electroscarab under her skin, or shutting off the eye stiffener until the specimen chose the last option. I estimate the irreversible collapse of the cardiovascular system will occur in 7 more cycles of consciousness, a curious as altogether predictable action to implanting the eye stiffener. I will perform a more detailed analysis of the organic damage after the specimen dissection. Those who might deserve better than to be confined to you. Relinquish them. Why would I specimen? With a full escort, I would have better chance of succeeding and contributing to your plan. Then find yourself other fighters. Mike has enough prisoners, mercenaries, and gladiators. Back for leniency. Very well, at least one specimen you're choosing. At least Cassia. She's much better than Idira. Yes, I wonder what effect this will have on the rest of the specimens, what they learn of your decision. That sarcophagus or continuing dangerous specimen have been unlocked. You may take what is left of your servant. I was curious to see what kind of symbiosis might emerge between rudimentary monkey augments and my unflawed creations, much like cartilage infused with steroids. Well, the subject's feeble body, new complementary circuits spouted through these algorithms. I found the process enlightening. I've learned all I've wanted. Not wait my time. Must take my leave. Well, Captain, you're alive? Hero, what are you doing here? No, I thought you were gone, done for. I thought I never so I tried to start over. What are you talking about? See this? Looks strange harness on her head. See this? This is a reward for my loyalty. They captured us. I don't remember much from back then. I remember shackles that burned whenever I heard a whisper. I remember injections that made my body go numb. I remember them dragging me away from you. Our three-eyed doll Cassia, they took her to along with me. Her body was there at least. She wasn't moving, wasn't talking, nothing. Wound up here, Master Mercy. First she studied me, poked me with needles, opened up my head to get a look at what was inside, but then made the voice stop. Made them stop. Gelt, I don't hear the whispers anymore. Does that mean you can't use your powers anymore? I can't, no. And good thing too, you know. I think the Xenos are terrified of human, which is why else would they keep me half delirious and out of it? Or do all the things to sever our connection to the warp. They're scared, alright, but they don't know how else to fight it. Don't forget yourself, but fight. But Lord Captain, how else should I guess you? I'm no longer on Valencia's subject. I don't serve you anymore. You're a girl, and that's that. Don't judge me too harshly, but I don't want to go back to how things were. I've had enough. How does this make your voice stop? With this, I think. Hurts. It hurt me when he was putting it in. It still hurts, but I'm used to it now. Guilt. What matters is that this damn door to the other side closed shut. I don't hear whispers, don't see ghosts of the future, don't get woken up by tormented screams, and I'm not plagued by visions of horrors that are waiting for me. All of it stopped. This isn't right, Adira. Whatever he did to you, it's perverted. Perverted, how, like you know, what it's like to be born a witch, to have your name cursed by you all. I am literally a psyker. My character is a psyker, you dumbass. Cursed and sundered since childhood, to live as a worthless, dangerous freak who only uses to become someone's pet. I know Lady Theodora wasn't like that, and neither are you, but that's not the point. You may be normal, finally. If it means I have to serve Xenos, so be it. All the days I've been here, seated blissful silence. No one bothers me, no one torments me, no one is trying to get at me from the other side, and on the other side nobody notices me at all. I don't want anything else, I just want to be left alone. Everything comes at a price. Have you considered the price you are paying? I'm helping Master Lieutenant. I'm just like a secretary. I just do things. So I was looking for something in his chambers to tell his operating theater. So many rooms and dead ends down there, I wonder why. The day before that, I was setting up one of the machines that hurt me once or twice, and then I got the hang of it. That's weird. Now that I said out loud, these tasks sound like more like tests. You look as if you're about to die. Whatever that thing is doing to you, it will not last long. I don't look so good, do I? I can only feel my body, huh? I never thought I'd be in danger of dying of physical causes. I thought I'd get my brain melting away to nothing. But I decided to leave, then Master will suddenly want it back, and I want to move that thing. The whispers return, they'll start beckoning again. What then, Miguel? Promise me once, Miguel. You promise me to think of something right now. We know the Xenos have things like this. Means that there's hope. Perhaps we can figure out how that thing works, but I'll need to remove it first. You're right, once we're home, it'll be cringe to find some Xenos tech ways to make sure of it. Alright, that's enough of me running my mouth, it's time. Brain blood. She pulls it out.
Stop it!
Awkward. Because the Xenos are right to call us clumsy animals. Oh well, since it's time, might as well go out with a bang. Lead on, little captain. Oh, yippee! I get a Dira back too. I asked for Cassia, but I also got a Dira by just convincing her. I'm smart. And I got both of them. He said I'd get one, but I get both. Lord Captain, help me, please.
Curse you, miscreant!
Feel it at last, I feel something. Why there's so many of you at once? Red, black, violet, scarlet, yellow, dark moon, away with you. Stop swarming my thoughts. Uches her head again, this time, but you can only feel the breath of the warp coming from the stone fused in her body, heats up under the perils and burns through it and cracks. Now I can't control it. Oh shit. Body is burning as it. Gone through the pain. All is well, my lady. You can defeat this. I shall stay by your side and help however I can. Do not even believe your own words. Look at me. I am an abomination, a monster. You know that what be done with monsters. Kill once the entire life of your body. For all those years. Wait, a haze of anger, despair, and fear smother you like a bear shot, but this is the first time you had to do a surge of foreign emotions assailing your mind. You wish you would die here and now. No, you wish you had never been born in the first place. You summon your will and push through these thoughts. Ways fitting off a sword thrust and cast his feeling dissipate before they can lash onto you. For all those years, fear and loneliness were all you knew. Not anymore. Don't you dare wish death upon yourself when I am with you. I will strive to alleviate your every sorrow. Don't speak of such things. Do you hear me? Had I killed you when we first met, I could have unwittingly robbed you of reason on your ship. It is my fault you were attacked in your own palace, and now I cannot endanger you any longer. Miguel, I will not let you suffer. You know what? And darkness envelops you, it takes everything away. It leaves no sound, no smell, no soul. Darkness devours every color that tries to make its way. Every color I tried to create inside, darkness is withering. It swallows the colors it chews, it consumable. In despair, it overtakes me completely. I could sense I was not alone. That darkness, something else was with me. Being tangible, cold, colorless, and that is like to ravaged my sanity all the more. When the capsule opened, my mind was drowned in grimy shades of crimson and umber and black. And am I going bar, Miguel? I thought I could harness this power, but now you must end this for my sake, for your own, for all that we shared. If you do this, I won't object at all. Don't even think of leaving me, Cassia. I wouldn't let you go. Please no, I can't breathe. I fear it's my fault. I fear if I let you go, you might want to disappear again. No, I shan't leave, I promise. Oh, Gelt. You risked your life to save me. For a rogue trader, the rule of a great dynasty, it was utter lunacy. It was irresponsible. Your protectorate, your billions of subjects. They could have lost their sovereign in a blink of an eye. Yet you, what were you thinking? My only thought was to save. What could you possibly see in someone like me? Cassie's voice is almost a whisper. She looks away. Words fail me, and I seek to express my feelings. Let my actions speak for me. Please stop. My lips are sore from the wounds. I can feel your heart and your actions. I do, but for now, please, let's enjoy this moment of respite. Hey, that's cool. Oh, hey, and the homunculus minions are gone.
Victory awaits!
Anyway, now we will save. Saving. Game saved. Alright, that's all my companions back. Nice. I wonder what would happen if I brought the others. Anyway, we're gonna go right out to somebody. Just log out of this. Oh. Basil's on? Yo, y'all have fun at Basil's. I might be on tomorrow, I might not, I have no clue. Depends on if I'm in a collab, since if I'm not gonna be on tomorrow. I'm gonna be busy. Other than that, I should probably be on Wednesday. Maybe Thursday. Not sure about Friday, but I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.